Good morning. It's me. We're doing an activity that I call Choose Your Own Adventure. Okay, this activity is intended to help you guys review photosynthesis and the factors that affect photosynthesis in cells, or in plant cells, I should say. It's called the floating leaf disc assay for investigating photosynthesis. What we're going to be doing today is I've got a bunch of variables set up, and there's going to be a separate video for each variable, but every single one of them starts out exactly the same. So I'm going to show you the prep work right now, and that's what you're going to be watching. Okay. So it says today what we're talking about is we're going to be investigating photosynthesis using a technique called floating leaf disc assay. In this activity, you will infuse leaf discs with sodium bicarbonate or baking soda to increase the rate of photosynthesis. You will then collect data for several minutes while leaf discs sit in the light. As the leaf discs undergo photosynthesis, oxygen will develop within the discs, causing them to begin to float. In other words, they become buoyant because there's oxygen inside them. Oxygen is less dense than water, so the discs will float. Okay, so what we're doing here is basically when I say infiltrating the discs, we're making them fill up with water instead of air. Okay, so I'm going to go over how every single variable that you're looking at when you move on to the next slide, because you're going to pick a variable in just a minute. When you move on to the next slide, you'll have all of this will already be done, and you'll just be watching the data collection for that particular variable. Okay, so the first thing you have to do, the first thing I did is I prepared 300 milliliters of bicarbonate solution. That's this right here. Okay, so bicarbonate is baking soda, and it puts carbon in there, and that helps the photosynthesis. All right. This is 300 milliliters of water, 1/8 teaspoon of baking soda. So I used, the regular kind that you cook with, and I used a little bit. Okay, my 1/8 teaspoon is really, really small. So I put one flat scoop of this in the water, and also I had to put in 1 drop of Dawn. This is like dish detergent. The reason for the dish detergent is because it will help the leaves absorb the solution better when I try to infiltrate them. Okay. All right. So I know I did it right because there's no bubble. Like I didn't get foam like soap suds in here. So there's enough soap that it's going to do its job, but not too much soap. Okay. So my next job is I have to get my leaf discs ready. And I'm going to get my leaf discs ready. Spinach leaf, again, got it at Kroger. Okay, a lot of the things we do in my class, I buy my ingredients at the grocery because life science is living things, plants are food, and food is at the grocery. All right, and a lot of our experiments we can model with plants. Okay, I'm going to real quick grab a piece of paper right here. Okay, so I need to take this leaf and punch out 10 holes. I need 10 little leaf discs. All right. The leaf discs are kind of a pain, but I'm going to get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A dark one. I should have 6, but I think I only have 5. Okay, my leaf disc. They don't have to even really be whole pieces of the leaf, but they need to be big. Like you got to be able to see them at least. So I have got 4 decent ones here. I think I lost one. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. The last one is right here. Okay, so this infiltrating thing that we're doing is challenging. It's very, why do I say it's challenging? It's because it's lightweight painful. Okay, so it says on my directions, it says infiltrate the leaf disc with sodium bicarbonate. Remove the plunger from the syringe. Okay, so this is a syringe that they use in the hospital for IVs. There's saline in here, but I'm just going to get rid of it. I'm going to put it in here and just ditch it because saline is like salt water and it's not part of this. So I get rid of the saline. All right, so my job here is I take the plunger off, okay, and then I take my leaf pieces that I made and put them in there, drop them in. They don't like to go in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was 7. That was 2, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so they're in there. All right, I got to push them down, but they're going to go down anyway when I put the plunger back on. Okay, so these little plunger thingies are very hard to work. They all have caps, but the cap does not work very well to do what we need to do. Okay, so you got to use your fingers, and it's lightweight painful. Okay, so I got the leaf discs in there, and now my job is to push them all to the tip down here. So I'm going to just push the plunger in, maybe. There. Push the plunger in and get them all down near the bottom. And then I'm going to use this solution, this baking soda and soap solution, and pull water in there. Okay, I don't need a lot of water. I'm going to get rid of some water. Just need a little bit. I don't want there to be any air. Okay, the air will make it harder for this to work. Okay, so my job here is to create a vacuum. What I want to do is I don't want any air to be in there. So I'm going to put my thumb or my finger over the tip, hold this here, and pull it back and shake it. And this is when I say this is difficult, is because you have to shake it, probably you have to try it multiple times. When you put these puppies in here, they float, but if you've infiltrated them correctly, and I think I did it actually with one trial, they sink. Okay, I want them to sink. All right, for every trial that I'm doing on this experiment, I'm going to start out the same way, using this stuff, making my disc sink. Then I'm going to set up my experiment and do my variables. Okay. Each experiment is going to have 2 variables. It's going to be like, I shouldn't say 2 variables. There's going to be 1 cup of this solution that I work with, and another cup of the solution with whatever variable I've chosen, so that there's something to compare. Okay. So that's what you're going to be looking for next. What we're going to do, I can set up the rest of the experiment so you can see. All right, let me grab the light. Okay, I have this lamp right here. And the lamp is going to get clamped onto this and plugged in. Okay, hopefully my plug will reach where I have my outlets down here, my surge suppressor with all my stuff plugged into it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the lamp is going to be turned on, and then I'm going to have 2 containers, one with water and 10 leaf, or one with this stuff and 10 leaf discs, and one with this stuff, 10 leaf discs, and my variable. And turn the light on. Timer. You guys, this is the part that you guys are going to do. I'm going to time how long it takes for them to float to the top. Okay? So that's this first little experiment that this is the introduction to the experiment.